This week, I was kind of just surveying a page I occasionally look at called The Progressive Parent. Now, you might be thinking, why would I be scrolling Facebook and reading posts from somebody called The Progressive Parent? Well, because whoever this is who runs this site tends to post some of the most fallacious arguments in favor of abortion advocacy, but these are arguments the public buys into. They resonate with the public. So it's good to just from time to time review what's out there. And again, we've talked about this in other situations, but here it is again. Here's the post. Okay. You can't call yourself pro-life if you don't vote to support the lives of people who already exist. The pro-controlling uterus haters are pro-birth. They are not pro-life. Voting for someone to exist and then not providing for them support in order to do so at every age that follows being born is diabolically hypocritical. Now, elsewhere on this same post, we just get a litany of accusations. For example, you don't care about babies who, by the way, become grown-ups. If you haven't noticed, you care about controlling pregnant people or those who would become them. Words have meaning. Support life that already exists or shut the blankety blank up with your self-righteous delusions and fake aggrandizing of the title pro-life. And then they go on to say, look, just go eat something and die. In other words, I'll leave it to your imagination what they want us to eat. Now, a couple of things here. Let's set aside for the moment the anger. And by the way, there comes a point in your ability to defend your pro-life view where you have to kind of shove the angry tone off the page and just look at what are they arguing? What are they actually saying? Now, notice right away, there is a fallacious attempt to assume the unborn aren't human, because the post says you should care more about people who already exist than those who don't. So right away you see there's a hidden and undefended premise here. They are assuming the unborn don't already exist. In other words, they're assuming they're not human beings like the rest of us. Nothing in this post argues that they're not human. They just assume it. And we've talked about this again and again on this show, but it comes up again and again, so it bears repeating. Think about all the street-level arguments on abortion. Oh, you don't trust women to make their own private decisions. Oh, you don't think women are capable of being free moral agents. Oh, you want to force poor women to have more kids they can't afford to feed. I mean, just go down the list of all the arguments you hear at the street level, and virtually all of them assume the unborn aren't human. And it's vitally important we deal with that before we do anything else. Set aside the anger, set aside the feeling like you just want to counterpunch and come after this knucklehead. And yeah, they are knuckleheads. People who write this are not clear thinkers. They're not deep thinkers. They're agitators. If this person had to show up at a formal debate and engage a well-trained pro-lifer, this person at the Progressive Parent would be destroyed. Why? Because they actually aren't presenting a case. They're just launching ad hominem attacks on the person. They're assuming the unborn aren't human.